Hey guys, Marty Boots here. Today I just want to make this update on Bitcoin mainly, and I will talk about Ethereum and Litecoin if I get the chance. Um, so the other day I said that we would probably roll over and get that rejection and then get that drop. Now I just want to do a follow-up on that. So I made this video here and I said that Bitcoin the big short, and I said Bitcoin will drop on Monday, and this is how to short it. So if you wanted to check out that video, go to the page and check that out. And I outline my reasons for doing that. And I just want to also update on my reasons for doing that. So I just did not feel that we are ready to break out yet. It just did not. You just know. You just get that feeling when the price action is just tense, and it's maybe coiled up. And you get that price action and you get that bounce. See, you can see here, I mean, depending on where you draw that trend line, I mean, did we reject there or did we reject up as a trend line up there? But guys, the thing is here, this is a bullish pennant. Okay, that is a bullish pennant. And then we can potentially break out to the upside. You know, that is what that pattern is. And this will be a bearish descending triangle. Now there's a very fine line here. There's a very, 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 very fine line here of what type of pattern will form and what the outcome will be. If price comes down here and rejects off this upper trend line, we can get that bounce. That bounce can happen and we can move higher. Now, if price breaks through that and consolidates into the pinnacle, into the apex, the likelihood is we are going to break down. There is two patterns here, guys, in the one pattern, in the one consolidation, and it's a very fine line. And the thing is, this is the reason why I thought we would get a bearish engulfing week this week. Last week we had a bullish engulfing week, and this week I thought we'd have a bearish week and we come down, because the resolution of the pattern, the markets like to mess with you, and there's two patterns here, and there's such a fine margin of error that I felt the pattern, I felt I just want to delete some of those. I felt the price action would actually come back into the apex here. I thought we would just work our way back in there. You know, I didn't feel like the pattern was ready to break out. So that is why I thought we would have a bearish week. Now we could bounce along the way, and maybe I'll be wrong, but that is my thought process. It's just sometimes the markets, unless you have that real strong sentiment, it can be pretty tough to break out. And then it usually, if it's not going to do that, you know, it usually just drifts and until either the pattern fails down here, or maybe we can drift onto this trend line and then get that bullish move higher. Now I want to bring you to the futures chart here. I think there's a few aspects in the futures chart are very important. It's not going very well there. So it almost looks more like a descending triangle. The futures chart is almost more clear. It's if you look at it there, there's no room really for it to be a bullish pennant. Now, if the futures is anything to go by, this is saying we are going to break down, and the target of this pattern, you know, if you really want to get into the symmetrical movement of the market, you know, the target is down here, and I'll even put this line on it just so there's no. So it's down here at 4.4 roughly, and the beauty of this is it's right down into the middle of this bar, and you know, if price does get down to that bar, it's most likely going to test this support. You know, that is a likely scenario. that is, guys, that this pattern is going to play out. This is the target for the pattern in between 4,000 and 4,400. Now, I am not saying we are going to go down there because it is unlikely, but you just never know. Bitcoin has remained very strong compared to Litecoin and Ether. So, you know, it's the relative strength in it is actually very, very important and very, very important to notice. Now, there is a few gaps here that we really, really need to just be careful and look out at. Keep an eye on is probably a better way of saying it. There's one here and there's one here. Now, at the moment, it's looking like we're going to hit this bottom gap first. You know, there's a big gap down below, right down on here. So there is a few gaps there on the chart to be mindful of, and there will be some support down here. It's interesting that this is actually down into support, and maybe a last ditch attempt for the bulls. If we come down and close that gap, and then maybe we come back up and take that out, that's a possibility, guys. So in this area, we have to look for a potential buy opportunity or continuation to the downside. So we'll have to assess that when we get there. So that will be pretty important. Now, as far as Ethereum ETH goes, I'll just take some of that stuff off the chart there. Now, last week, Ether formed. It is a bullish engulfing candle. If you look at that, the bullish engulfing candle eclipses more than 50% of the previous bar. So technically it is a bullish engulfing candle, but I almost look at it like it's more of an inside bar. You can see here an inside bar. If I zoom into that, now them green lines might not be exact, but it's just to show you. Now, a breakout of that inside bar will be a telling factor. But what I want to show you, not on this opportunity, I want to show you on Litecoin. It's easier to explain because I have something to work off there and show you. Just let me delete this stuff. Now, again, we have formed this inside bar. An inside bar is an indecision candle, and an inside bar is a continuation candle to the downside. So we get this inside bar, and then you get the downside, or a continuation, or an inside bar is a reversal. So it is one of the two. So a lot of people don't really like inside bars because they give conflicting signals, and some people don't think they give any signals at all. But I do like inside bars from time to time, depending on the chart. Sometimes they mean absolutely nothing, but depending on the situation of the chart and the structure of the chart, they can mean something. And over time, you know, with the more experience looking at charts, you get to understand what a good inside bar is and what a bad inside bar is. But I want to show you here this inside bar down here. It was the beginning of the end of the bear market. So if you can see this huge drop on Litecoin, and everybody knows the drop on Litecoin in the bear market was very severe. Now I want to show you this bottom part, and most people won't explain this to you and maybe don't understand this price action. But the inside bar was a critical point in this actual bottoming process. Now it is a continuation or a reversal. So in this point, in this instance here, it did give a continuation, but the continuation was very weak, and the sellers were very weak, and the buyers bought it straight back up. Now you can see here the inside bar held price. It held price in this consolidation period, and this was a very powerful period. And if you notice here, it's almost like a bull flag, and then price broke up, and then we got that next bull flag, and then we got another bull flag, and then we got another bull flag, a bit steeper bull flag, and then we broke up. So if you look right now, then the down move, we got a bear flag. We got another down move, we got a bear flag. We got another down move. Okay, what's happening here right now? So the potential here, guys, the potential here is this is potentially another bear flag, and we move down again, because if you look at this indecision candle here, it is likely to be a continuation candle to the downside, and that is what I'm thinking right now. It is a continuation candle to the downside, so we are going to move further lower. There is very good support down here. So what I am thinking is, if we draw a line right there and a line right on the highs of that candle, now the same thing can happen as what happened down below. We can have a failed move to the downside, and price might fail to the downside and then come back up and then get that movement up higher. And it's very similar to this, because you can see this green line here, guys. This green line, the bottom of the big bar, the support here, resistance here, support, resistance the whole way through there, and back here. Here's the other important thing, guys. Look at this. It's very important level, massively critical level. This is the scene of the crime. This is where price broke out from initially, and it was support and resistance through here. So what I'm thinking, guys, and this could be potentially one of the trades of the year, where we could trade this on good leverage and actually make potentially life-changing money, because this is setting up really well. Even though I've made bearish videos saying that Litecoin is going to form a bearish pattern from wherever this low is, and we're going to form that bearish pattern, and then Litecoin is potentially going to drop down to $20 roughly area. Now that is very possible, but regardless of that is way in a distant future. We are going to have a bounce, and the bounce will possibly be a failed bounce if I'm correct, but that bounce still means that if we come down here and stop hunt this green line, price can still move back up here, even to test this underside here, which is resistance. Even if we come up to that height, that's a 50% bounce, guys. If you trade that on leverage, 10x leverage, that's 500%. If you have 10 grand on that, and the entry could be flawless down here. It could be a stop hunt wick, and it might be we'll keep a close eye out, and it could be a perfect entry. And 10 grand on that, on 10% leverage, sorry, 10x leverage, there's 50 grand, and so on. 20,000. If you put 50,000 on it, potential to make 500 grand with a bounce like this. So guys, this opportunity could be one of the best opportunities of the year, and we do not want to miss that. And I want to go back to Ether here as well. ETH. ETH is the exact same. ETH is the exact same, guys, because a lot of people are going to get caught in thinking this is a bullish engulfing, right? So the market sucks all these people in. Then what happens? The market makers run the price back down, stop hunt everything, and then price is allowed to go. And a 50% move from this stop hunt is back up here into this area of resistance. So it's very possible, guys, that we can get a 40 to 50% bounce. So guys, I really urge you to get this on your radar, and we will be trading this in our Discord, and we will be keeping our eyes on it like a hawk and finding really good entries and going to trade this big to the long side if it presents us with the opportunity, and potentially making life-changing gains on this, because it could potentially be the trade of the year, especially now that we're waiting on it to set up. So that's it, guys. That is the update for today. I'll just show you very quickly here. I called for the Bitcoin crash the last a few days ago, and I even called the day that it's going to start. And you can see there that we have dropped 2.5% so far. So that's beautiful. Hopefully some of our members got on board on that. Made videos and put out alerts and shorted in our Discord group. So that's it for the video, guys. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to join us in our Discord, I can just show you here below the video. There is in the description section, there is our website is down here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is, thecryptocheck.com. So you can either go there and sign up for a 3-day free trial, or go to our Facebook page and send us a message from there, and we'll get you set up for a 3-day free trial. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.